Hey guys, this is Jock of bashandslash.com. We're going to be playing a little bit of World of Tanks. We're on Monastery, and I'm going to be playing a Ram II. Ram II is a premium tank, tier 5. This is actually a tier 5 matchup. Most of the tanks here are tier 5. The Ram II, I think you've seen one of my other videos on the Ram II. It's pretty quick, decent armor, terrible gun, high rate of fire though, but the damage is very, very low. You're going to have to use it almost as a scalpel. You're going to have to really hit opposing players' weak spots to really do any damage. What you can see right here, if you look at the mini-map, most of my team decided to go west, and we're left. The remaining group here is left taking the major thrust of the enemy. So I decided to stay a little bit on the defensive side. We've got 3 tanks coming in here right now. We've got a medium, a heavy, and a tank destroyer. Taking the medium out right there. I should point out that, you know, coming through this little gap, which is on the east side of the monastery, very few people try to use. Very few folks try to go down this particular road, just mainly because of the fact that you get channeled into a very small front, and it's not that difficult to sort of slow you down. And if you do get slowed down in there, and you don't come just racing out of there, I think you're susceptible to getting killed piecemeal, which is sort of what we're doing to these guys right now. I think there's one tank, there's 2 tanks remaining. Just took out the TD, and there's the Churchill way in the back at around 41%, and I'm going to try to finish him off with this gun, basically rocking back and forth, just trying to fire hitting his weak spots. And at this particular level, since most of the tanks on here right now are tier 5, I'm not doing that bad. Our main thrust has almost reached the enemy's spawn, so we're doing fairly well. But just as I say that, the main spearhead from the enemy side has reached our spawn as well. And I'm gonna do something I don't do enough of in the Ram II, because I usually just charge in with the Ram II, but I'm playing it a little bit smarter right now. I'm going to stand off a little bit and see what I can do to slow down the enemy, because looking at the overall strategy situation right now, what we're going to try to do is, since we have a large cap of our guys capping, a large group of our guys capping, what I want to do is slow these guys down, and they've munched through, the enemy has just munched through some of our defensive layers. Now we've got 2 guys just about ready to cap. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to slow them down, because our cap's on the way already. Our guys are capping, and so I'm going to try to slow the enemy down a little bit, and that's what I'm trying to do here. There's I think a BDR and a tank destroyer behind him. The heavy BDR French tank is coming out after me. This is what I was trying to do. I was trying to fish this guy out, have him come down at me, and so that I can try to beat him with my faster gun one-on-one. I don't want both of these guys coming at me, and so I've managed to do that. Kind of a dumb move on his part to come down and sort of expose himself and let me avoid having to get hit by the tank destroyer and behind him. So the tank destroyer is trying to cap for his team, but I'm just going to try to keep resetting him. In the meantime, our guys have just capped, we won the game, and we were fairly successful this time at slowing the enemy down and preventing their cap before ours. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.